Kabanata 34, Baby. Nakuha ako at mabilisan pa. I got a slot from Royo. That means I have both Annie Schiffers and Royo in that particular show. Bukod pa roon, sinubukan pa akong ligawan ng ilang pang malaking brands. I am so tempted to get them as well, kaya lang kailangan ding i-review yon ng agent ko. Kaya hindi ako basta-bastang pwedeng pumayag sa lahat na lang ng offer. Especially because it's on the same event, so my company doesn't want me to be too hectic with my sched. It might affect my performance. Darling, you didn't tell me. Kung hindi pa kami nagkita ni Klaus kahapon at bahagyang napag-usapan si Nikolai, hindi ko pa malalaman na hindi pala talaga kanya ang anak mo. Si Annie Schiffer nang nakawala na ako sa ilan pang nanliligaw na brands. May sumusukat sa akin habang siya'y umaaligid, may dalang mga tanong na ganito. Though I trust her and the room is a bit secluded from the crowded and busy auditions for her designs, I am still hesitant to tell her anything. And now I am hearing the gossips from some models that your son is Jackson Riagos? Totoo ba yan? Akala ko ba masugid na maniligaw mo lang iyon? So he's the father of your son? I heard my staff say that your son is his spitting image. Do you have a picture of your son? Hindi ko alam kung kukumpirmahin ko na lang ba ng diretso o ano. Pero kung pagbabasihan ng itsura ni Annie Schiffer ngayon, she looks so curious about it, so I unlocked Jackson's phone to view some images he took of my son. Jack Sevilla, he's 6 turning 7. Nakita ko ang pagkunot ng noo ni Annie Schiffer habang tinititigan ng cellphone na para bang isang palaisipan ito. Then her eyes slowly widened. He does look like a Riego. This should be Jack Riego. Pero paano? I sighed. He'll process the papers soon. Kinuha ko ulit ang cellphone nang ibinigay ni Annie iyon. He's my ex back when I was 17. 17? Napasadahan ako bigla ni Annie Schiffer mula ulo hanggang paa na para bang may tinatago yata akong kung ano sa katawan ko. I only smiled. Maybe she can't believe that I got pregnant at an early age. Well, then, he should marry you now, she exclaimed. Nagtagal ang titig ko sa kanya habang dinudugtungan niya ng rason ang sinabi. I was silent the whole time. I let her speak her mind for maybe it wasn't only her opinion. Maaring mas marami pa ang may opinyong ganoon. May anak na pala kayo, dapat kaniya na talagang pakasalan, ulit niya. Jackson pursued me even before he knew that Jack was his son. He even wanted me to introduce my son to him. For what? Maybe because he knew it will be then difficult for me to ignore him if he gets to my son. But I can't help but think about other people's thoughts. Maybe everyone now thinks he must marry me because we have a son, huh? Pagkatapos ko kay Annie Schiffer, sinalubong kami ni Royo. It was an overwhelming moment when the two most popular and extravagant designers in the Philippines are beside me. Sinamahan nila ako palabas doon, kung nasaan ang ibang mga modelong naghihintay na matawag. The more popular models came to us, maybe to greet the two important persons beside me. Isa roon si Kainery kasama ang ilan pang sikat na modelo. We have a Ford model with you, Raya proudly said to his set of models. Ang ilan ay natuwa. May isa pa ngang lumapit sa akin upang ipakilala ang kanyang sarili, kaya medyo naantala nga ang pag-alis ko roon. And while I am entertaining a popular model idol, I heard Annie talk about me to her models. Lay, hindi ba crush mo yung si Engineer Jackson Riego? I know, Annie. Bigo na sinabi noong modelo na tinawag si Annie Schiffer pagkatapos sumulyap sa akin gamit ang palakaibigang ngiti. He's taken na pala. All this time I thought he was single. May anak na pala sila at kay Amber Sevilla. I cleared my throat and smiled awkwardly at the crowd. Umapila ang babaeng katabi ni Kainery. Meanwhile, Kainery only looked serious as she took in the news. He's not taken. Hello? Ever heard of separate parents? Usually happens with teen pregnancy when the parents are not yet very decided of each other. Kaya he's still technically single. Oh, you ingrata. Si Annie sa modelong nagsalita. They will marry each other. Shit. Annie, pigil ko. Hindi naman. She's right. He's technically single as I am technically single too. And we have no plans about marriage, so she's really is right, agap ko. Mapaglarong ngumiti yung modelong si Lay. She lightened up the mood a bit because of her jolly attitude. So, should we pretend now that he didn't smack you outside for a good luck kiss? Miss Amber, you are so cute and shy. Uminit ang pisngi ko sa sinabi noong modelo, lalo pa nang humalakhak ang isa pang katabi nito. Crush na crush ko yun, miss. Ang gwapo kasi. Kaso, sa anak niya na lang ako. She laughed again. Nagtawanan ang mga kaibigan niya. Tumawa na lang din ako. Later on, Royo called some models for a brief meeting. Iyan ang dahilan kung bakit naging abala ulit ang lahat at nagpatuloy na ako sa pag-alis. Annie planned to talk to Jackson for a while but because of her hectic schedule and her staff needing her for the casting, hindi na rin nangyari. I stepped out of the busy lobby. My eyes never wandered because the first thing I saw was Jackson's playful smile to my son's laughs. Sa isang iglap, nawala ang napakaraming iniisip ko galing sa trabaho. It was drowned by the way Jack was less serious and less uptight when he's with his father. Ibang-iba ngang talaga ang disposisyon niya ngayong nariyan na ang ama. He is still serious at times but I can't deny it. I have not seen him this happy. I felt like he wanted to grow up fast when his papa isn't there yet. Now that his papa is here, he can now enjoy being a kid. Para bang kung kaming dalawa, pakiramdam niya, sa kanya dapat ang lahat ng responsibilidad dahil wala pa ang ama. My heart hurt a bit thinking about my little son thinking too much about life. Jackson's eyes drifted on me. Nagsimula na akong maglakad papunta sa kanila. Bumulong siya sa anak kaya bumaling din si Jack sa akin. Kumawala si Jack sa hita ng ama at seryosong naglakad bahagya patungo sa akin. Then his father stood up to do the same. I have many bitter feelings but they were all gone when I saw them. Isinantabi ko muna ang mga iniisip at inuna ang nararamdaman ng anak ko. I'm done. Where do you wanna go? I asked Jack. Jack looked at me with his serious eyes. Tipid akong ngumiti sa anak habang iniisip na ganito talaga siya tumitig sa akin. It was like I'm something precious and fragile while he can do anything with his strong and powerful dad. If you're tired, we can just go home, he said. Umiling ako. I'm not tired. Inangat ko ang tingin ko kay Jackson. His serious eyes but cruelly sexy lips made my heart skip a beat. We can go to the mall, not here, somewhere less crowded, so... Why? Ngumusa ako at nag-isip. Pilit kong hinihila ang kanina pang isinasantabi. Ayokong marami ang makakita sa amin, though I can't get past that reason anymore. Surely, may ibang dahilan ako kung bakit ayokong maraming makakita sa amin. Dito na lang tayo sa malapit, never mind the crowd. I'll have my men around us if you're scared of our security. Sabi niya bago ako nilapitan at hinawakan sa baywang. Kumunot ang noo ko dahil pakiramdam ko, hindi ang seguridad ang inaalala ko. Gusto ko pang umapila pero sa itsura ni Jackson, he was not taking any reason for a no. Kaya iyon nga ang ginawa namin. We made that day a normal malling day of a family. Jack was more interested with sports than those childish cup rides. He tried archery and bowling. Of course, silang dalawa ng ama niya kaya tuwang-tuwa siya. I tried once but mostly, I'm contented watching them. We let Jack decide for our dinner and he chose a fast food that would make Maria Emilia faint. Hindi na rin naman ako tinanong ni Jack kung bakit hindi ko pa napakain doon ang anak. It was like he understood how I normally live my life that he won't question it anymore. Nahuli kong natatawa si Jack sa isang pamilya sa kabilang lamesa. It was a family with 3 children of most his age. There's the mother and then the father. Kahit na medyo magulo ang mga anak nila, natatawa na lang sila at sa huli, masaya pa rin naman. Sumali si Jack sa tawanan doon at nakita ko kung paano niya nilingon si Jackson pagkatapos. I looked away to pretend that I didn't notice his longing when he then watched me. Kain ka na, Jack, sabi ko. He nodded seriously but I saw the hiding longing in his eyes as he started to mind his own food. Sa mga taon bang dinodrawing niya kaming tatlo bilang pamilya, talaga bang hindi niya naintindihan ang ibig sabihin ng unconventional family? The possibility of having a parent away from a home? Or did he just purposely deny that understanding to give way for his hopes of a complete happy family? Nalungkot ako roon. Pagkatapos nila magdesisyon tungkol sa gagawing basketball ring sa gym room at ilan pang detalye sa pinapagawa ng kwarto ni Jack, binilhan naman siya ni Jackson ng ilang pambatang uniforme ng basketball at football. We ended our day with a trip to a bookstore when Jack told him how he wants to buy books about science and design. Jack was very tired by the end of it all. Habang nasa sasakyan kami, nang sulyapan ko ang anak sa likod, sinisikap niya na lang na idilat ang mga mata niya para magising habang nagmamaneho pa uwi si Jackson. Jack, don't sleep yet. You have to clean up first before sleeping. Yes, Mama, I won't. Aniya pero humikab naman at umidlip. Didn't you say you'll visit your room to see if there are changes? Maybe tomorrow. I'm tired. How about your bath? Bukas na rin? Pagsubok ko. I will take a bath when we get home, he said. Tulog na siya nang nakauwi kami. Jackson carried him out but he woke up and insisted that he can still walk and take a bath. Yun nga ang ginawa ng anak. Jackson brought him to his bathroom and I heard them fighting a bit about the shower. I can do it, Papa. I said I can do it, he insisted. Alright, I'll just prepare your pajamas. Is that fine though? Sabay halakhak ni Jackson. Yeah, well, my toothbrush too, please. Alright. I should have my own temporary bedroom. I know how to do these things alone. No need for Mama or Ate Nelia. But Papa can help me now. Umirap ako sa sip-sip na sinasabi ni Jack sa ama. Pumasok na lang ako sa bathroom at nag-ayos na rin sa sarili para sa pagtulog sa gabing iyon. Medyo natagalan ako sa banyo. Bukod sa iniisip ko kasi kung hanggang kailan papayag si Jack na rito matulog, I can sense that he's eager to show his father that he can be independent. So, for sure, he'd request for his own room. Kaso, ako rin kaya pwedeng kumuha ng sarili kong kwarto? I wonder. Pagkalabas ko sa banyo, parehong tapos nang maligo si Jackson at Jack. Like what I saw last night, Jackson was watching Jack fast asleep on the bed. The lights are dimmer and it was obvious that he's expecting me to sleep now. Lalo pa nang bumaling siya sa akin at naabutan niya akong nagtatali ng sedang roba sa aking pantulog. Mauna na kayo, susunod na rin ako. Sabi ko at dinama ang cellphone ni Jack sa bulsa. He didn't say a word and he didn't have any defiant look in his eyes so I carried on to what I'm planning. Dumiretso ako sa kusina. Sometimes when I can't sleep, I drink tea before going to bed. Wala akong gagawing bukas kaya ayos lang kung matagal akong matulog para sa pagmumuni-muni. Nagdala ako ng tsaa kasi iniisip kong baka walang ganoon si Jackson. I put it in his kitchen last time, kaya nang balikan ko, andun pa rin naman. I put on heated water on a mug with a tea bag. Tahimik ang buong bahay at tama lang ang ilaw na meron para maaninag ko ang ilang importanteng sulok. Holding the mug, I walked towards the living room. I saw the balcony with the sliding door closed and the city lights beyond it, shining dramatically. Hindi na ako lumagpas doon. Naalala ko kasi ang ginawa ni Jax kahapon at parang kinukurot ang puso ko tuwing naiisip ko iyon. Umupo na lang ako sa sofa at tahimik na tinikman ang tsaa. I don't want to fall in love with Jackson again. I don't want to fall in love that way again. I'm scared to let myself go again. Also, I'm scared to think that we might only be setting for our son. Kaya kong mag-isa. Hindi nakatakataka ang single parenting. Normal na rin ang may unconventional family. We can both try other people who can provide us healthier relationships than each other. Ganoon karami ang pangamba ko. Ganoon karami ang iniisip. Lalo pa sa nabasa kong message kanina galing kay Canary. It boggled me so much that the woman can think that way. That even when she looked obviously disappointed and hurt, she was classy enough to send him a pleasant message. It bothered me because I don't think I could do it if I was in her place. Unknown number. I heard he's your son. I figured you resembled each other when I saw you two. I'm sure you are happy. You will be a very good dad. I'm sure of that, Jax. I'm so happy for you. Nang nalaman kong may relasyon si Jackson kay Rowena, kahit wala akong pruweba, halos lukubin ako ng kadiliman ko. At kung ngayon iyon nangyari, at ngayon ko siya mahal, wala akong pagdududang ganoon pa rin ang magiging reaksyon ko. Maybe a little bit tamer. Maybe I won't go to him and rant, but I definitely can send this simple happy text for him to pretend that everything is alright. Canary is a woman of class. There were no replies from Jackson, so her next texts were only the next months, hindi bukas o makalawa. Naisip na yang hindi siya ginagawa ng reply kasi hindi interesado. Maybe if Jackson gave her a chance, it could work. They won't be in a toxic relationship. She will support him instead of destroy him like what I clearly did years ago when I begged him to give up his career for me. Pangatlong inom ko na sa tsaa nang nagdesisyon akong ilapag ito sa lamesa sa harap. I immediately sensed his presence just a few meters away from the sofa. I lazily glanced at him. I saw him holding out my cell phone a bit. Your friend texted. Gusto mo bang ikaw ang mag-reply o pwedeng ako na? He said darkly. Jackson on his dark gray cotton shirt and white t-shirt made my heart flutter a bit. Parang baliw na iniisip na pangalawang araw na nakita ko siyang ganito. It's so surreal. I never thought I'd ever see him in his bedclothes. Ano bang meron at bakit pati iyon malaking bagay para sa akin? Sinong nag-text at anong sinabi? I asked. Walang pasubali siyang lumapit. The smug look on his face made my heartbeat doubled. Mabilis akong umusod lalo na't pinili niyang umupo sa masikip na banda ng sofa. I gave him space and I gave us a space in between us because I think I'll catch a fever if I didn't. He showed me the phone. Walang kwenta ang pag-usod ko dahil hindi siya nagtipid ng espasyo. Our legs brushed and his body leaned a bit to me to show me my phone. Harper. Si Harper ang nag-text. Napatingin ako kay Jax. We both know who Harper is in our relationship and I'm kind of guilty for that. His expression remained hard and controlled. There was no condemnation on his eyes or even a hint of snap for it. Naisip ko tuloy, mas naging mature nga siya. Seryoso pa rin naman kahit paano but he's very civil and controlled with his emotions. Sabagay, hindi siya makakarating sa kung nasaan siya ngayon kung hindi siya ganito. Binawi ko sa kanya ang cellphone. Binaba niya ang kamay niya pero nang sulyapan ko sa kalagitnaan ng pagtipa, nakita ko nakatitig pa rin siya sa screen. Ako. Here, in Jackson's penthouse, with Philly? When? Hindi ko na inasahang magre-reply pa si Harper. Kanina pa iyong text. Naisip ko tuloy na pareho lang kami. May text din siya sa phone niya pero hindi ko agad nasabi. Tapos ka na ba nito? Can we exchange now? Umiling siya. I'm not done. May mga inuulit akong tingnan kaya sa susunod na tayo magpalit. I nodded when I imagined him watching it over and over again when my son is preoccupied with something else. Nilingon ko siya. His concept of personal space is very little. Dahil sobrang lapit niya sa akin, pwede ko nang ipatong ang kanang binti ko sa kanyang kaliwang binti. His elbows rested behind me, making it seem like he's putting his arms around my backrest. Imbes na lumayo, bumuntong hininga na lang ako. I wonder if it's fine to give this a chance. What if I settle for him for Jack too? Besides, wala na akong planong magmahal muli. Wala akong planong magpakasal. If I give Jack a seemingly normal and happy family now, it would make him a better child, a better person. Maybe dealing with Jackson will be easier if I think about that. I will not fall in love again with you. I will not risk to let loose the dark soul I jailed for years just for this. Not for you. Not again. May nag-text din pala sa'yo. Amin ko kahit nalabag talaga sa kalooban kong ipabasa sa kanya iyon. Sino? I gave him his phone half-heartedly. Hindi niya naman kinuha agad. Kinailangan ko pang iwagayway para lang tanggapin niya iyon. Unknown number. Probably your girlfriend. Kumunot ang noo niya habang tinitignan ako. Natili ang mga mata ko sa cellphone niya. Ipinakita niya naman sa akin ang pagbabrowse para tingnan kung sino ang nag-text. He read the text message and it annoyed me that he needed to scroll up to see who it was. Sana pala inubos kong basahin ang mga unknown number na nag-text at baka makakita pa ako ng Kiara doon, di ba? Mukha kasing sa dami nagtitext sa kanya ni hindi niya maalala kung sino iyon sa simpleng naunang text lang. Kinailangan niya pang umabot sa pinakaunang text bago siya mag-conclude kung sino iyon. It's just Canary, he said and closed everything. He didn't reply again. Intensely happy and intensely annoyed, I looked at him. Parang napigtas ang pasensya ko sa aking sarili dahil sa ginawa niya. And you won't reply? I challenged. He exhaled loudly and looked at me. I replied to Harper, you can reply to Canary. Hindi pa rin siya nagsalita. Sinubukan kong umayos at magpakamature. I paused a bit. Her text was harmless. She's happy that you have a son. She is very mature, Jax. Bagay kayong dalawa. Marahan kong sinabi. Hindi pa rin nagsalita si Jackson. I glanced at him. He's now very close to me. Kung makatitig siya, tila niya tinitimbang ang reaksyon ko. Mas lalo akong na-inspire na umayos. I saw your replies to her text. You were civil and nice with her in some moments. You can be civil and nice with her now since she's being very reasonable for you. Bakit natin siya pinag-uusapan? Nilapag niya ang cellphone niya sa tabi ng cellphone ko sa couch. Nilingon ko iyong left side ko para silipin ang magkatabing mga cellphone. Because I told you, she's not my girlfriend, agap niya. I cleared my throat and replaced what I was about to say. Boto ang kuya mo at si Snow sa kanya. That means something, right? For Snow and si Bal to like her for you. That might mean she's classy, conservative. I mentioned the last word bitterly. I looked conservative back then. I looked intensely pure and prim proper, but was I really? Isang halik lang, hindi ko na napigilan ng sarili ko kay Jackson. So that means it's just all in the outside. He knows now that I'm dirty inside. Hindi ba nireto ni Snow yan sa'yo? Kunot ang noo ni Jackson nang nagkatinginan kami. He cocked his head to another side and his hand rested on my knee. He pulled it closer to him and I am starting to forget what I am saying. Snow introduced me to her because her dad is a brilliant chemist. I liked his works and we agreed on so many things. Bitterness splattered within me when I realized that that's another check for him. Sa akin, I have a mom that will make his head ache. Bukod pa roon, magagalit pa si Tito Achilles at Mami. I am very sure that this war between them won't end soon. Kaya magtitiyaga ba siya kung may babae namang kasundo niya ang pamilya? Eh di mabuti, I said in between sarcasm and forced happiness. Hindi ko na maibalik ang tingin ko sa kanya. He tilted his head to catch my line of vision, pero nanatili akong mariin sa desisyon kong di siya tingnan. I bet her family's company is also like yours, pharmaceutical ba? Yes, he whispered softly on my ear. Bagay pala kayo nun. Bagay kami nung gusto kong model. He whispered softly. Umawang ang labi ko at pinaglaruan na lang ang manicured nails sa harap ko. Sa gilid ng mga mata ko, alam kong pinapanood niya ang reaksyon ko. I even saw the corner of his lips stretch for a smile. Then I felt the tip of his nose graze my cheek. Hinayaan ko iyon. Lalo pa dahil parehong takot at tuwa ang nararamdaman ko ngayon. Pinulot ko ang cellphone ko. I struggled to find a way to change the topic between us. Nararamdaman ko kasi na maraming mga salitang hindi sinasabi at hindi na kailangan sabihin sa aming dalawa. Hindi ka pa talaga tapos dito? I stammered. Halos mabitawan ko yung cellphone nang hinawakan niya rin ang kamay ko para makahawak na rin sa cellphone. Kung di niya lang nasalo, ay baka nga nasa sahig na ang phone ko. I scrolled down to pretend that I'm okay. Surely, you're done watching everything. As I care if he's done watching, I'm just really creating a topic. His large fingers covered mine. Siya na ang nag-scroll ngayon at siya na rin ang pumindot sa huling mga videos. The first videos were when Jack was about 3 months old. No videos earlier than this, he pointed out slowly. Umiling ako at mapait na inalala. I wasn't in the mood to get videos of him. Medyo nagdadalawang isip ko ang sinabi. I got depressed, so... He stiffened. Sumulyap ako at nakita ang seryoso at madilim niyang tingin. Binalik ko ang mga mata ko sa cellphone at in-scroll down. Baka sakaling may video na milagrong makakita kapag ginawa ko iyon. Postpartum. I didn't want to see Jack days after giving birth, but I nursed him though, despite the condition. I felt his hand drop behind me. Mas lalo rin siyang lumapit sa akin. Ang kanyang dibdib, nasa balikat ko na at halos ang kininiya ang kinauupuan ko. Sumulyap ako sa kanya at nakitang nakatitig siya sa cellphone sa magkahawak naming kamay. His eyes were lowered but I sensed how his mood shifted after what I said. Binawi ko iyon dahil para sa akin matagal na panahon na iyon. But I recovered immediately, don't worry. Tumango siya pero nanatiling tiim ang bagang at madilim ang ekspresyon. Nanatili kaming tahimik ng ilang sandali. We even viewed together the first video of Jack crying in my arms. I carried him and kissed him. I smiled at the camera. I looked very pale and skinny. Nakangiti ako habang naaalala at tinitingnan iyon pero si Jackson panay ang buntong hininga at maririing pikit sa mga mata. Sa gitna noong video, nilagay niya na lang ang noo sa aking balikat, hindi na pinapanood iyon. I shifted the next video to an older Jack. Doon sa nag-scribble siya. He was then very cute with chubby cheeks and long hair. The next videos, medyo unti-unti na siyang tumangkad at pumayat na rin ang mukha. I heard Jackson chuckle when he saw Jack's reaction with a flying roach in our condo unit. Noong una, takot pa siya. Natakot din ako at tumakbo kaya bumalik si Jack, braver, and with a baseball bat to combat the roach. Any videos or pictures before birth? He asked huskily. Kumunot ang noo ko at nilingon siya sa gulat. His eyes were lighter now. Umaliwalas na rin ang mukha, kumpara kanina. Wala. Bakit? Hindi naman kita si Jack doon. Though, if you mean his 4D ultrasound, meron naman. I searched on another folder. No, I want my baby's picture, he whispered. Natigilan ako sa pag-scroll. Shivers ran down my spine as I felt his hand on my left hip, holding me closer. You won't see the baby with my pregnant picture, Jackson. Sabi ko para pigilan ang sarili sa nakakabaliw na nararamdaman. You're my baby before our baby, Amber. Pakiramdam ko sasabog sa init ang pisngi ko sa mga pinagbubulong niya sa akin. You still are my baby today, so show me the picture of my baby. The baby mama's pregnant picture, if your pretty head still don't get it. It was like an avalanche inside my heart, like Amber is climbing in a tall cliff, trying hard to not be affected, and then suddenly, a landslide. Hindi mapipigil ang pagkahulog, pagkabagsak at pagkalunod. Wala ako nun. Baka na kay Mami. We have time the coming days and we'll stay here. You might want to invite Mami, he said. Our son misses her. Ikaw? Okay. Halos manginig ang kamay ko habang tinitipa ang mensahe para kay Mami. I am not sure if she'll come. Baka mayroon siyang gagawin. O baka nga pumunta lang iyon dito kapag napansin niyang wala siyang pera. Pagkalapag ko sa cellphone, bahagya akong tumingin kay Jax. Naabutan ko siyang nakatingin sa labi ko. His eyes immediately drifted on my eyes. When he noticed that I am already watching him, tumaas ang isang kilay niya at hindi na napigilang muling tumingin sa labi ko. Bahagya akong yumuko, pero napabalik nang inilapit niya ang mukha sa akin para sa isang marahang halik. He lowered his mouth on mine and brushed it softly with his. Napapikit ako lalo pa nang tumigil siya para sa bago at mas marahang panghalik. He stopped again, longer this time. Dumilat ako at wala sa sariling dinilaan at kinagatang labi. My stomach fluttered and my heart raced more. Titig na titig siya sa aking labi habang ang kamay nasa hita ko na. Hinahaplos ito at inaangking palapit sa kanya. He crouched for another kiss again. When he stopped, nagkatinginan kami. Namumungay ang kanyang mga mata at nasisiguro kong ganoon din ang akin. Naistatwa nga lang ako nang nakita kung sino ang nakatayo sa malayo at tahimik na tumitingkayad paatras. "Jack!" sabi ko nang napansin ang anak. He smiled wildly and ran back to the hallways. Mabilisan akong tumayo, parang nabubuhusan ng malamig na tubig. However, Jackson's hand were holding me and pulling me a bit para makabalik sa kinauupuan. "Jackson!" saway ko at saka pa lang niya ako pinakawalan, tumayo at sumunod. Ibang-iba iyong halikang iyon sa napanood niya kaninang nakaw na halik. Mas lalo tuloy akong kinabahan. Nang buksan ko ang pintuan sa kwarto, naroon na siya sa gitna ng kama, natatabunan ng comforter at pinipilit na matulog. "Go on, I'm asleep now," Jack said. Umiling ako at dumiretso na sa kama. Tumabi ako sa kanya. Pumasok na rin si Jackson at dismayado kaming binalingan ng anak. "I said go on, Mama." Si Jack. "Sorry." Si Jackson nang umupo na sa kama. "Naiwan ka saglit. You woke up?" "Yes, but I'm fine, Papa." Tumango-tango ang anak ko. "Let's sleep now, Jack." "What?" Si Jack sabay bangon. Nakahiga na ako. Nakibit balikat si Jackson sa anak at tumayo na para tuluyan pang patayin ng extra lights na bukas. Jack looked at his father in awe. Then his eyes drifted to me. I faked a sleep. Nang dumilat ako, binalik niya muli ang mga mata sa ama. "Let's sleep now. Mama is sleepy." Si Jax. Tumango ang anak ko at humiga na ulit. But I saw him watch Jackson's move. Humiling ako at niyakap na lang ang anak. And although I hugged him, his eyes remained on his father who tried to nuzzle us with his arms. Then I saw him smile playfully at his father who only kissed his forehead. Umiling ako. Baka gumaya talaga ito sa kanyang ama. I wonder if he's a playboy in the making. I hope not.